Senior Gillard supporters have rallied around the Prime Minister, claiming there will be no challenge to her position this year. 10's political editor Hugh Riminton joins us from Canberra. Now, Hugh, while Labor struggles with the leadership question, Tony Abbott's been mapping out his vision for Australia.
Well, that's right. Julia Gillard's staunchest supporters are trying to sandbag her against any possible leadership challenge. But the kind of language from Simon Crean today suggesting that Kevin Rudd was a prima donna, that he was never a team player and will never get the leadership back, really rather shines a light on the problem. Tony Abbott, of course, has a problem of his own. That is that he's perceived as being nothing but negative. He set out today to try to look a little bit more prime ministerial.
The election is not set till next year, but this sounded like a campaign launch.
Should I become Prime Minister?
Tony Abbott promising tax cuts, lower spending and a more adult government.
The government I lead will do fewer things, but do them better.
For the details, we'll have to wait for the Coalition's $4 billion national Denticare scheme, perhaps forever.
The important thing to remember is that we can only have these better services if we get the economy right.
The Prime Minister says the economy is right, the envy of the world.
We see more jobs, lower taxes and lower interest rates than we saw under the Howard government.
The first news poll of the year has Labor exactly where it was last December, 8 points behind the Coalition. Julia Gillard slipping lower as preferred Prime Minister. Key Labor players denying factional support is now shifting back to Kevin Rudd.
The claim that there is a change going on is wrong.
Former party leader Simon Crean says Kevin Rudd was a prima donna. He was never a team player and will never again return as Prime Minister.
One thing the Labor Party's got to learn is that it doesn't solve its polling problems by simply changing the leader.
They couldn't be more of a dysfunctional rabble.
There was talk the opposition would bring on a no-confidence motion in the government when Parliament resumes here next week. Tony Abbott today ruled that out, effectively conceding the tactic would be futile.
It's highly unlikely that the numbers would be there.
Hugh Riminton, 10 News.